Good evening, everybody. Hope you all are doing pretty swell so far. For this live stream, we're just going to be doing some good old graphic designing work. I'll be doing it live for once, just because, you know what I mean, it's something that I like to do. Something pretty interesting to do, especially since it's the new year. Might as well do it, you know. It's all good. It's all Gucci. So anyways, what we're going to be doing for our first graphic design live tutorial type of thing, what we're doing is create something that's pretty cool. Maybe a superhero type of thing going on that we're going to try to do a superhero theme. So what I want to do is I want to do something very similar to, or actually what I want to do is create a similar wallpaper of Captain America and Iron Man fighting, similar to the cover of Captain America Civil War. And you know what I mean? I just watched the movie and I'm like, hey, might as well do a cool graphic design video on it. But you know, it's always cool to do it live. So that's what we are going to do. I'll be checking the chat whenever possible and everything. So, hey, what's up, Luke Tech? How you doing, man? Doing pretty good so far. And yeah, your message was held for review, bro. That's a ripperoni. Alright, so let's see. We're going to get into Photoshop in a little bit. I'm just going to get all of the things that we need right now. So let me switch the camera for you guys to the display, and then we can find what we're looking for in order to make this cool looking wallpaper, so to say. So let me go right here and check where we need to go. I think that is right here. There we go. Alright, sweet. We're now in right here. So the first thing that we're going to do is type of Captain America, and we want to make sure it's transparent because you don't want to see a big white spot right behind him, because that would kind of suck out of all. And like I said before, I'll be checking the chat whenever, at some point in time, whenever I can. So what we want to do right here is find a picture of Captain America, maybe staring forward, maybe running forward, to the right, well, his forward, not our forward. So this is actually a good one right here. I don't know why Iron Man's right here, but this is a good one of him right here. I wish it was not pixelated. So we're gonna keep on continuing on here. Let me just check the chat real quick. Hey, what's up, Shay? How you doing? Good to see you. Always good to see you. Alright, whoa, holy crap. What the freak? Look at that. Captain America's a little bit buff on that one. Alright, we're gonna go up a little bit more again and see if we can find the perfect one that we need. I think this one might be the one that we're gonna be using for this, but of course we want to have two of the same thing, not like a cartoon Captain America and then a real life Iron Man, because that would be pretty weird. This one looks so unrealistic for some reason, but at the same time looks kind of cool. I guess we're going to use this one right here. This one was created, I believe, through on here on DeviantArt. We could find another one right here. I don't know. I feel like that one's not as realistic, but you might have to stick with that one. Just maybe. Just maybe. Let me check the chat again. He fat. Yeah, he fat. I actually could check everything right here. I can check the deleted messages or anything like that. Thank you for everybody that is a moderator on the channel. That'll definitely help out for whenever. So let's see right here. This one actually looks pretty good right here. Captain America jumping in right here. So we're actually going to use this one. I think this one's probably the best one to use. So we're going to save that. There we go. Good stuff. What do we have right here? We need to find one of Iron Man, but it looks like we have a couple other ones right here, like one of Bucky. Oh, this one's even better. Alright, let's use this one instead. I like that one. We'll see what we can do with that. We have one of Black Widow. Maybe we can use that one for when we make her go after Iron Man. Maybe we can have her fighting Spider-Man. I don't know. We'll have to see on how that works. Oh, this is actually kind of cool logo. Really awesome. Let me know when you guys think on that one. Let's check the chat again real fast. Yeah, you just that. It's so funny, you know what I mean? Alright, so we're going to type up Iron Man next. So let's do... And we want him staring to the left. We want him shooting to the left, not really anywhere else. This one's actually really good. There we go. This is the same one, but it's not pixelated and it's transparent. So that's good stuff right there. What's this right here? Oh look, we already got something cool looking like that. This is Miles Morales from the new Spider-Man movie coming out. Good stuff. Alright, so now let's find Spider-Man. We just want to, we'll just have like 4 of them in here. So we'll do, oh, I put spider. Alright, so let's continue on right here. Let's see if we can find the Spider-Man that we know from the movie. If we can't find the exact one, then it's probably meh. So let me see right here. There we go. Just had to do something real quick. Alright, so it seems like we could use that one, but of course that one's staring straight in front of us, so that's definitely not good. So this one might be it. Well, let me check right here into the folders. So we have Captain America. Oh, we actually need to change up Black Widow so she's staring to the right. I don't know, we'll have to fix that one if we can. So let's just get Spider-Man aiming to the left. That's where we want him to. Actually, you know what? What we can do is we could use the mirror thing on the photo editor on Photoshop. But we'll check that in a second. Oh wow, look at this one right here. Oh, rip, of course it's not a good image. Let's see, we're just going to keep zooming through these. Of course none of them seems great, what we need for it. So we're going to keep going right here. We're just going to keep on going. Actually, looks really cool. That doesn't, that looks like somebody else that took the suit, like some costume online. Alright, let's see, anything else? Let's see, this one good? Nope, not good, not good, no good. Alright, we're gonna keep on going right here. You have to let me know if you guys see any pretty interesting ones right here. Spooderman. I'm going on Minecraft live tonight. Alright, sweet man, I'll definitely check it out when you go live. I'll definitely watch the live stream. Are you live streaming on the PlayStation like we were showing, like I was showing you the one day? Or are you still having a little bit of trouble with that? Alright, so we're gonna keep going right here. I feel like we might have to use the one where, might have to use this one right here. So, I don't know, I guess we're gonna have to use that one. But we're gonna have to make sure we make them a little bit smaller. One thing, oh my god. That's spectacular. Spectacular Spider-Man. Freaking amazing. Alright, so we're gonna, let's actually find, let's do Ant-Man. Somebody different. And we're gonna make sure he is, I think he has to run to the right, yeah. So we're gonna delete Black Widow. Actually, you know what? We can keep her because we can invert that so she's run to the right. So I guess we might not even need it, man. Let me see. Yeah, you know what? We're just gonna leave him be. We're just gonna exit out of that. So we are going to go back into good old Photoshop. Here we are. Amazing, awesome sauce. And let's actually pop up a new project. We're gonna open a new one. Oh wait, make a new one. There we go. So we're gonna try to keep this in 1920 by 1080. I think that's okay. Nothing really too amazing. Alright, so what we could do here is we either can make our own little background right here, or we can get something online. For in this case, we'll probably find some online, see if there's anything. I'll find anything cool. Let me find, maybe, I'm trying to think of a good one. Maybe city. We'll do like just a cool city. We'll just do like a city destruction walkthrough. There we go. Awesome. Alright, so looking through here, there seems like there's a couple good ones to use. Not quite sure. I think. This one okay? Nah. Nah. This one good. No, it's not. You might have to use. I think I found like a couple alright ones. I think we might have to use this one right here. We'll just do a random picture that I find, whatever comes first. That might have to be what happens right here. So it seems like we have what we need. I think we got everything that we need. Alright, so let me exit out of here and go back to Photoshop. And let's click open. Get our picture. And we're just going to drag it right into here. There we go. Good stuff. Let me just check real quick on something. Okay. So let us get this maximize. Sweet beans, awesome. We have that fully done. What we could do is we could add a certain filter on here if we want to, so we want to check out the filter gallery. We can do anything weird like that. Let me actually zoom out a little bit so you guys can see the whole thing. So we could use one of these if we really want to. Like if you want to have like a little bit of a splatter background or anything. I feel like we're not going to need any of those. I'm going to check the rest of these and see what if there's actually any good ones to use. What is this? Is that really okay? Yeah. Like I said, we're going to check the rest of them and see like what's up. I don't actually, those all look really cool, but they're definitely not good for a regular background such as what we're trying to do. So, we might not use any of these. Let me cancel out of here and go back to filters. That's probably what I'm going to have to look through. Let's see. Are you going to be doing a live video on how to make intros? Yeah, I will, most definitely. I also do it on my laptop just in case. That's a good thing. That's actually probably one of the best ways to go about that. Alright, so let's check out here, and we can actually change some stuff up right here. We can actually do some blurs if we want. I might do a little bit of blur, just because I'm not trying to get all the attention onto the background. That's not what we're trying to do. So we're going to do Gaussian blur. So let's see, I think two. Might be 2, yeah. We'll do 2. That seems like the best way to go. So now we're going to click open, and we're going to open up all the characters. And there we go, we got everybody in here. So we are going to put in Captain America first. That's going to be our first thing. I love good old Cap. So let's do Control T. And what we're going to do is maximize him a little bit. And we have to make sure he doesn't look distorted or anything, because that would be bad. Let's put him right here. I like that a little bit. Looks pretty cool, yo. We're now going to bring in Iron Man. Throw him into the mix. There we go. We have to make sure we make him, I don't know if say the same size as Captain America, because that would look pretty weird if he was similar to the same, similar in some way. Alright, so I think right here is, yeah, let's see, actually, you know what we might want to do is transform him. Let's actually rotate him. There we go. Let's actually rotate him a little bit. Sweet. Alright, click that. Control T. If you guys ever want to do the same thing I am, just do Control T. That's what you want to stick with. So now that we got him right here, let's see if they're both like the same size. Probably check their heads. That's probably the best way to check. So now we got them somewhat lined up. Let's click check on that. Let me actually put them right here. Actually, right there should be good. Sweet. Alright, I think we got that. Alright, let me actually move Iron Man a little bit because, as you can see, Captain America's looking straight at him, so we want him to be a little bit higher. That's what we want. But we're going to put him a little bit farther back. There we go. That should be almost okay. What's up? I'm here, never fear. Hey! Ella Lindsay coming in clutch. Alright, so we're going to put Captain America out of here, Iron Man out of here. Let's get Spider-Man in here. I love good old Spidey. I love him. Alright, so now that we have him in here, let's see if we can actually change it and mirror it around. That's what our first instinct is to do with this. Because we have to change that. Sounds great. I can't find that. Let's break that thing out again. I know let's see here. Ah, here we go. So we have to flip it horizontally. There we go. Perfect! For a second I was like, you're freaking, oh, that's not good. Alright, so we have him right here. So we actually have to put him in a spot where like he isn't in the way or anything like that. I feel like I want to make these guys like a little bit smaller, but at the same time that would make it so the background looks pretty weird. Let me see, let me actually move Spider-Man under Iron Man. That sounds pretty wrong, but yeah, it's whatever. It's all good. so let's actually move Captain America over here. Let's actually, whoop, actually moved a little bit too far. And let's move Iron Man. Iron Man over here. Oh my gosh, this is going so great. And there we go. Now we got, oh my gosh. This is just going so well right now. Now we move Spider-Man. It's so weird because, like, as you can see, he has his hands right there, but oh, it's just so weird. Let me actually move Captain America again. Maybe they can, like, jump in the air or something like that. Maybe we could do something cool like that. That'd be great. Let's actually move Spider-Man again. I feel like we might have to make these guys a little bit smaller. So let's actually try that real quick. So it's just a teeny bit smaller. Not too much. Not too much. Just a little. Alright, so now we have Captain America. We're gonna make him equivalent to how small he is. There we go. They look about the same size, right? Yeah, good enough. Probably like right there. And then we're gonna make Spider-Man a wee bit smaller as well. Because he is ginormous right now. Actually, it looks like it's too small. Can't make it too big, can't make it too small. That's how it is right here. That's exactly how it is right here. Alright, there we go. Alright, now we can throw in Black Widow. And let's see how we can get her in here. So we are going to flip her. Flipper-rooney. Let's actually go to where transform is. That would be great. There we go. Horizontal. Control T. Control T usually transforms it. That's how you gotta do it. That's how you gotta do it. And probably throw her like somewhere around here. We'll have to rotate it as well. If we don't rotate it, then it's gonna look pretty funky as well. Let's see what you guys are saying at the moment. That's Civil War, one of the best movies. Yeah, Civil War is one of the best movies. That's a little bit earlier into the live stream I was talking about, because that's what I was just watching, and this kind of got me into wanting to make like a cool background such as it. So anyways, let's go to transform. Let's rotate it. Skadoosh. Skadoosh. Done. Control T again. And we want to make sure she matches the same size as these guys. So she's a little bit shorter than most of the fellas in the movies, and of course, out of all, in the Avengers. So right here is probably the coolest part to put her in. And let's actually move Spider-Man once more, because, like I said, Spider-Man's either too big or too small. And of course, we don't want to make him too big either, because we want him to be proportional. Because if we don't make it proportional, then it'll be pretty bad. Probably right there should be okay. Alright. Let's actually try to get everybody in the middle. That would probably be our best option. So, once again, we are going to move Iron Man. Put him right there. Let's grab our good old best buddy Captain America. And we are going to move Black Widow right there. There we go. Skadoosh. Looks like she's about to hit him directly in the nuts. That's kind of what it looks like. Actually, you know what? That makes me. Actually, reminds me. I actually want to get these guys some room. Let's actually move Iron Man. And let's move Black Widow. And then we got Spider-Man right there. So this is basically what we have right here. Nothing really too special. The only thing that I actually want to add to all these is add a little bit of blending options by using the outer glow. So using the outer glow right here, we can actually change the spread size there to make it not as not as bad. So we actually can spread out that if we really wanted to. As you can see, that's what happens when you do that. So we definitely don't want that. That would be terrible. That would be terrible. Let's actually bring the opacity down. There we go. That's what we want. So we'll have like 44, 35. So we'll do that with all of them right here. So let's go to each one. Outer glow, 44, 35. Alright, sweet. So usually it seems like it saves it, which is pretty nice for only in that project that you're doing. I kind of forgot about that because I'm not usually using multiple people in the one thing. I'm usually using outer glow on one thing, which is basically the text. That's usually what's going on for the most part. So let's actually grab Spider-Man again, because I just noticed that there was something pretty funny right there. There we go. Because as you see, like his legs like cut. You don't want his leg being cut, because that would suck. Alright, let's see what you guys are saying. I haven't checked in a little bit. Alright, that's fine, man. Yeah, it's fine, mate. We're going to do something for him. So, this is just a quick wallpaper that I have. Nothing really too special. Just something cool to do, just for fun. What we're going to do now is we can actually go off into here. If you actually wanted to add some filter onto this, you definitely could. All we got to do right here is go down here and add a new layer. We actually go to the top right here, then we can actually choose whatever you want as a background. So let's see if we wanted to. Let's actually cancel all that out. So, let's bring this layer to the top. There we go. Alright, so now that we got this layer on top, we actually can choose whatever thing you want right here. You'll see what I mean in a little bit. So let's say if the world's a little bit more red, a little bit red in a sense, and the world's like, let's say, it's the end basically, you know, so you wanted to have a little bit more of that different type of atmosphere. So what we're going to do about that is, let me actually get rid of these. Oh, let me get there, that was stuck. There is a couple ways you could go about this. This is one way. I'm just showing you guys this real quick to give like a little red immersion effect of what's going on. So let's actually click onto this and let's actually go back. Control T. That's usually a quick way to do it. So right here we can click on we could click on this to multiply it any way we want. I'm gonna click on the cancel right there. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna go a little bit more of a darker color. So that's what we're gonna do. See, there we go. There we go. And what we can do from right here is I'm actually gonna choose a red. So we're actually gonna go to that right here. Okay. Well, actually, no, we want to do. So you don't want the white right here. You can if you really want to, but here's what I would do. So we click on this right here. Click on this. What you could do is you can make this transparent if you really wanted to. Doing it that way, or if you really wanted to, you can do it this way right here. So let's actually delete this. So as you see, that's kind of what happens. If you don't do it right, as I did, that was terrible. Let's delete that again. And we are going to change this color into like red. There we go. And what we can do this out of all is multiplying it. Usually multiplying is what we need to do. Let's go back to blending options. Right here, what we could do is multiply it again. There we go. As you can see, there's more of a little red theme going on. Let's Control T. You can actually bring this up a little bit more if we really want to. And as you can see, it has more of like a red vibe. It's kind of what's happening right here. So we actually can make this whole thing going red. We're going to spread this up a little bit more. Just because I'm not trying to spread it out too much. Alright, so that's basically what we have right there. It's pretty cool. It's alright. Let's actually click on the check. We'll go back into here again. And of course, if you disable the multiply effect, all the little red will go away. So we're actually going to bring this back down to the bottom again. There we go. That's, oh, no, not the bottom. There we go. Alright, so the next thing that we can actually do right here is we can go back into the blending options. And let's actually set everything to show all effects. That's actually what you want if you don't see everything. And what we could do is you could do a gradient overlay and do the same thing as what we did before, and make sure it's the same way around for what you're trying to do. So as you can see, it's like that, and there's a little bit of a red beam going around. And as you can see, it's pretty cool. Looks like the world did a little bit of a mishap. That's not so good. So that's basically all we really need to do if you want to do something similar to what I did right there. So it looks pretty cool all of all. Let's actually, is there a way I can show the original? Actually, I never even checked that. That's actually the first time I never really even bothered to do that. But I'll show you guys in a sec. So we're actually going to go and click on, you want to go to export as. So in here, of course, if you guys are following up with me, if you want to do that, you can click any one of these if you want, depending on what you prefer the most. Me, I'm just going to go with smoother, just because I want a smoother texture. And we're going to click on export, and then we're going to name it as, let's just do Livestream. Livestream, so boom, done. So as you can see, this is the rest of my graphics I did right here. Pretty cool stuff. I actually did a Christmas card, which is pretty cool looking. It's basically the Crazy Bunch is what it is, but it's supposed to resemble the Brady Bunch if you ever watch that, which I'll show you guys actually in a couple seconds. Just cause. Alright, so let's click on that. Click no. And what we're going to do is open up the original, and we're going to open up the one that we have inside our Photoshop work. Where we want to? There we go. There we go. Oh, nope. Nope. There we go. Alright, so I'm actually going to drag this inside here. And this is basically, let's actually grab this right here. Uncheck. And we're actually going to click on this. We're going to do a little bit like that. And select inverse. Delete. There we go. Awesome. So let's click on select and deselect before the computer kills itself. That's not so good. Don't want that happening. Alright, so now we go back to drag, and there we go. Pretty cool. Really cool. Alright, so let's go back to transform, just so we have this all the way. Good stuff. Alright, so what we can do is actually do the same thing with this as well. So let's actually go back into here, bring this in all the way. And what we're going to do from here is we're actually going to do the same thing as well, and just do this. And we are going to select the converge. You could do it the other way around if you really wanted to. But I'm just doing it this way. So let's click on select, deselect, and back to back. So there we go. Really cool waterfall. And let's click select T. There we go. So this isn't exactly the best way to represent, but this is how it looks before, this is how it looks after. So as you can see, this is more of just the dull way of how it used to be. Just a regular plain background of the city destroyed. And this one's more of a red and deeper tone with a little bit of little action sequence going on with the superheroes. So pretty cool. I like that. So we're actually going to do something else in a second, which I actually want to do. I haven't done on the channel yet, I don't think. Not really too sure, but I'm actually going to show how to make an image transparent, which is something that's pretty easy, but also pretty hard depending on whoever you are. So there's actually multiple ways of making an image transparent on Photoshop, and that's using the quick selection tool or the magic wand tool. Most people prefer the magic wand tool. Usually the easiest way to go about it. So what we're going to do right here is go back to downloads, and we are going to select, let's actually go back to, let's go to the wallpapers. Let's see. We'll do this one. We'll do like a little Batman one. There we go. See? There we go. Pretty cool stuff. So of course, if we use the magic wand tool, if you select it, that's kind of what happens right here. We have to turn the tolerance down. That's what we have to do. So we see, there we go. Same way. Let's bring tolerance down a little bit more. So we don't want that happening. So here's one a little bit better represented, which isn't really the coolest thing ever. So as you can see, that's kind of how that looks. But what we could do is make the tolerance slower, so let's try that. And that's kind of what happens. Not really anything too great. So if that ever happens, when you click the quick selection tool, because look, as you can see, it's kind of what happens right here. So let's actually drag this back out again. As you can see right here, too, it's kind of glitchy. And let's go back to edit, and we're going to do undo. We actually can delete this. Oh, get out of here. There we go. That's better. Let's go back to select, and then back in here. So actually back in here, what we can do is go back into this thing right here, and drag this whole thing out, and you can get your own transparent image that way. That's what you could do if you really wanted to, but it's fully up to you. So this actually takes a few seconds to do, of course, so just give it some time. Give it some good old time. And sometimes doing this does impact your PC performance, so just make sure you watch out on that too. Let's actually revert back to the original, so let me actually exit out of this. And what I want to do is open, back to the Batman. Actually, let's do this one too. We'll try this one. Just a little cool background. This is the one that I use right here. So with this as well, we can do the quick selection tool. I'm going to go back to Magic Wand. So you could do those two, or you could try this other way, which is very, it does take a while to use, but it's the best way to make your image transparent. With something like this, it should be very easy to do. So let's actually use the zoom tool. There we go. Awesome sauce. We actually, let me deselect a little bit, so let me go back to fit screen. We'll actually try it right here, see how it works. So with the lasso tool right here, there's actually multiple versions. There's the regular lasso, the polygonal lasso, and so on. I like the polygonal lasso, just because that's what I'm used to the most. So we're going to click on the tip top right here, go all the way to the corner, and let's go all the way to the next one. Like I said, this is pretty easy to do because it's a triangle, so it shouldn't be hard at all. There we go. We have our little triangle right here. We could delete this and just have nothing right there, or we can select the inverse, and if we delete that, then it's just a triangle. And if you want to see, you can make it transparent, put in anything you wish, and basically stop. So let's actually go to making. Let's put this in here. There we go. We're gonna put it down there. Let's go back to select, deselect. There we go. That should be a little bit easier now. Everything should be a bit better right there. So let's actually click on the view in a second, whatever this one's be a bunghole. I don't think it. I think it is being a bunghole right here. That's what it seems like it's doing. Alright, there we go. We got that all figured out. Let's click the view. Fit on screen. Alright, let's just use this in full screen. Fit screen. Full screen. Oh, never mind. It was already fit screen. LOL. Alright, so back in here we got the layer one. Let's actually do one of these cool backgrounds right here. So let's actually spread through all these and see which one would be pretty nice to use. Or we can make them thin if we really want to, depending on who you are, of course. Let's click into here, and as you can see, there's a lot of things going on in here. We could change all the colors up in here, depending on whatever we wish. So right here, as you can see, this is what it looks like at the moment in time. We could switch this around and make it different colors. So, as you can see, we have more of a green theme going on. We could have it more of a red theme, which is what we're going to try to do right here. That's what we want to do. So let's actually make it more of an orange. Maybe a little more of a red. Yeah. Now we can use this, make it red a little bit darker. As you can see, now it's getting like to a pretty much the red that we need to be. We're getting there little by little. So as we're getting there, we'll have to see how that turns out on the most part. There we go. Let's bring this down. That's almost too dark. Not what we wanted. Didn't want that. There we go. Let's actually spread this out again. Actually, I'll bring it back in. There we go. That's probably the best that we're going to have it at, so we're just going to click OK. Let's go back to our layer. Let's click on blending options. We could make this just a regular triangle if we really wanted to, as you can see. We'll click on gradient overlay, boom. There you go, it's just a little bit of a regular color going on. If we click on multiply, as you can see, that's what happens. It just blends in with the colors, which isn't like, it's okay, fine, nothing really too special. Let's click on drop shadow. As you can see, that's what it looks like right there. Let's click on spread, so we can spread it out a little bit more. Size being out, and we're just going to bring it to 0, just so it's in the middle. Let's see what happens when we just spread it out a lot more. That's kind of what happens right there. There we go. It actually looks really good like that. Alright, let's go back into here. There's actually a lot more options we can use right here, such as linear blur, dark color. Dark color doesn't really look as good. Lighten, that looks good. Let's actually check through all these and see how the image looks. Lighten color, overlay. Oh, that looks really awesome. Might just use it in a way. Lighten. Good light. Whoa. That's pretty nice. Exclusion. Got some track. Track looks pretty nice as well. You got divide. Hue. Saturation. Color. And if we go to color right here, as you see, it kind of blends in with the colors. It's probably your best option when it comes to making it as just a separate shape out of place and putting it with other colors. But if you actually want to blend this inside with the picture, you can use something like multiply. Probably your best way to go. Probably the best way to go on the most part. And like I said, overlay is okay. We'll use that. But we'll do multiply right here, just because that's the best way to go for this. So we're going to click OK. And that's basically what we have right there. We could use Control-C. And we could make this a little bit bigger if we really wanted to. As you can see, we changed the width by doing that. By 172 right there. And let's actually switch the height up a little bit. So we'll do 172 on there. That's a little bit too big right there. Let's go to 150. There we go. 150 might be the best. Alright. 150, yeah. Still see a little bit of jagged edges. Let's go to 130. I think 130 might be what we need to do. Do 145. I think 125 is what we need to start with. Yep, there we go. So we're going to click on File. We are then going to click on Export, Export As. Now we can do the same thing, smoother, sharper, automatic. I'm going to try automatic on this one. And let's go to Photoshop Work. And we're just going to do triangle. Then we put live stream. Switch it up a little bit because before we put live stream before, this one we're going to put live stream after. Just cause. Alright, so we are going to look at these pictures and see how they turned out on the most part. So let me open these both up and then we will end it off from there. I'll also show you guys one of the pictures I made, which is a thumbnail. And I think that will be okay. So let's go into go right here. There we go. So this is our first one that we created, which is really awesome. I like it a lot. As you can see, just regular superhero kind of thing going on. A little bit of a red atmosphere. Pretty weird vibe. We got this one right here called graphics design. As you can see, it's just emoji going OMG. And then there's just a little red resemble live stream. Pretty cool. And then we have our last one right here, just a cool triangle that we got from a separate picture using a lasso tool, which is just a transparency tool. And you know what I mean? Just having a cool wallpaper to go along with it. So That's basically how you really do all these things in Photoshop. Just a quick one to do, just to show you guys. It's pretty fun to do, you know what I mean? Just come up with stuff as stuff goes on and everything like that. So there's nothing really too much more that I can say, and maybe I can have other ideas for doing more graphic stuff, maybe just basic other graphic stuff like this, and that you guys would be interested in. So anyways, hope you guys definitely enjoyed the stream. Definitely leave a like and subscribe. I'll highly appreciate it. And definitely tell other people about the channel. I would highly appreciate that as a whole. But I'm going to get going now, so peace out and have a happy holiday and basically a happy new year. Peace out.